Capacity crowd, and indeed there are hundreds of Rangers supporters locked out just before kick-off. We won't only have that in the programme, of course. We'll be looking at the problems that Laurie McMenemy has had in trying to gain the first win of the season as his team, Southampton, played Norwich. I'd also like to thank one of our correspondents away up on the island of Skye, who reminded me that sometimes we don't let the public know about the detailed and dramatic changes that take place in football. For example, the basic football boot. Just have a look at this one. I mean, that's about 30 to 40 years old, stiff, unyielding. You could cross the Himalayas in it. Whereas this is the modern book. I mean, just look at the difference. Wayne Sleep could wear that. It's a kind of plasticine with studs. Well, this is geared to make the game streamlined, to make it infinitely faster. And when you get your feet in a boot like this, you're really itching to get going.
And nobody is keener to go than the owner of these boots there. None other than Neil Cooper, making his Premier Division debut of the season, recovering from an ankle fracture in a pre-season tour game. And a great figure for Aberdeen to have on a day like this. Well, Rangers have only won once in the Premier Division at Pittodrie. And when Jock Wallace was in his first stint as Rangers manager, he only had one win way back 10 years ago, 74. So it's not exactly a happy hunting ground for the Glasgow men. I think that might just have glanced ahead of McCoist. Patterson, very intelligent play by Patterson. Now Bobby Russell to Redford. Too much in that pass forward, and Willie Miller once again gobbling that up. Good play. McDougall, it's McCoist trying to get down to that. And now he goes to Cooper. No, not enough loft in it. McClellan. Russell. McLeish. Fraser's in for it. Ferguson. It is very tough in midfield at the moment. I think these two teams catch the atmosphere that's fermenting in this stadium at the moment. It's very difficult for a player to remain absolutely cool. Queen did well to get that one in, and Fraser looking very awkward indeed. Hewitt again. Well away from the goal this time, but Willie Miller is up. That's a good-looking chip. The Rangers goalkeeper stranded at the wrong post. Well, watch the positioning of the goalkeeper as Willie Miller picks us up. He's at the near post, and of course Miller seeing that right away across. McCoy's the better ball now. Ferguson, he's on his own now. Oh, it's a very good shot. It was always going to be very difficult for him. Hewitt. Beautiful reverse pass. McKimmie, great run by Stuart McKimmie. Well, the last time I was here, I was extolling the virtues of this player. There's McCoist. Redford picks up. Cooper. Oh. Let McKimmie do all the tackling. Loves a player to lunge in towards him, Cooper. Easy meat for him that way. Cooper again. There's Ferguson, there's the back header. Ferguson again! And there's no doubt about it that the ex-Dundee player is hungry for a shot at goal from any angle, any distance. The pass by Cooper again. Difficult ball for Ferguson to take down there, but he did on the volley. Patterson looking very cool. What a transformation of player. Oh, brilliant play by Cooper. Redford. It's 3 against 3. Redford wants to go on his own. McCoy leaves the ball behind, and it's just pass. And guess who the inspiration for Rangers is? It's Cooper. It's not that shot just now, but he laid it on originally. And there's McCoist. Ball sort of staying behind. On to Fraser. To Dawson. And that's a very poor pass by Dawson. Looked a promising move, and McClelland, judicious ball. Cooper. Cooper, the pass didn't quite match the mazy run he had. Looked like splitting that defence once again, and he gets it. That is a better looking ball, and as McCoist had touched away by McLeish. And Davy Cooper so far is the star of this match. 20 minutes gone, as John Wallace said he would do better this time than the last when he was 2-0 down to Aberdeen in that space of time. Ferguson, Patterson's up, Redford, still the pressure's on. Russell, now Ferguson, there's a bit of curl in it, and McKinney. Grateful to concede the corner, and Rangers' best spell in the match so far. Ferguson way out on the right, and notice McKinney doing exactly the right thing. Danger was behind him. There he is, Cooper. Easily taken away, and Fraser. Cooper. Start with him this time. That's the right foot, unusually, but although there was offside, the referee raised play on. Alec Taunton right in the middle of the picture there, was doing a bit of shouting. John Wallace at his side. Kinnan. Cooper again, McKinney goes towards him. Stark. He doesn't get him. He does eventually. Perseverance paid off. Good play by Stark. Fraser left right behind. Patterson is there, and that's a corner. Taken by Walker. A bit of cheeky nutmegging there by Ian Ferguson. Here's Dawson. Wants a return. Everything from that left foot. Fraser. That's pushing McKinnon, but he does get it. And Willie Miller getting the touch. Ferguson's there. Now Cooper. And that's a header down, and McCoist made light of that. That really was an ineffectual finish. Again, beautifully set the cutter. Watch McCoist. Didn't really put any venom behind it. The back of McKinnon's head, I think. Dawson. Redford sent after that, and a mid-air collision that the referee did not like. Miller landed very heavily. Seems to be the ribs. This was the mid-air collision, as I said. Up they went for it, and oops! Redford straight into Willie Miller. Well, they've counted them, and they're all there. John Hewitt, who's had a very quiet game, in a fierce game in midfield. Oh, it's a gift to Redford. To Cooper. Beautifully through. Now McCoist. To Ferguson. To Redford. And he can't get away, and it is a free kick. I don't think Willie agrees with it. Nice ball by Ferguson, and what's a tackle? Well, it was more cumbersome than anything else, but it's a free kick to Rangers. Cooper with it. Straight to Miller. There's Dawson. Redford, and he was not offside. I think he puts that down as a clear-cut miss. In it went from this header, no offside, and he couldn't make any contact. Half-time whistle should go any time, and that's Patterson away again. McCoist to Cooper. On it goes to Redford. Willie Miller comes over. Redford. Now you can take Willie Miller on once, you try it twice in the same spot, the success rate diminishes. And there goes the half-time whistle. There's no scoring in what has been quite clearly and not surprisingly a very hard, uncompromising game. There's been a lot of extremely competitive tackling, to use a euphemism, and it has meant that Davy Cooper, above all else, has introduced touches of artistry, which the game has badly needed. I'm not saying that other players in the part are not skillful, but really the way he can control a ball, glide past the player, and send over the most tantalising balls, well, that, above all else, has stood out in a game that is very, very difficult to predict the outcome at this stage. And thus, evenly balanced, we go into the second half. I've seen better games between Rangers and Aberdeen before, but I'm not suggesting it hasn't lacked incident or interest. Perhaps hasn't had the flowing football that I've seen in the past. And Fergie has decided to leave his exalted seat in the stand and come right down to the dugout. Led by Faulkner for Hewitt. The ball has gone over. On to Ferguson, to Russell. Fraser. Not quite sure what that was meant for. Redford looking a bit loose. McKimmie. Good positioning by Simpson. Well, the trajectory was all too high. Spadeward there by McKimmie. Just dug underneath it. McClelland. Straight back again. Russell, eye on the ball that time. Fraser, that's a better pass. Cooper. Not too much that time. Fraser with the shot. And he does really keep them on target, Fraser. Away to Hewitt. McClellan covers. And luckily that's under the roof. Is there a hole there? No, well, what the light gets through. It's a rather feckless finish. Aberdeen look good, very often going towards the penalty area, but they really haven't done much inside it. Cleese superb in the air. Ferguson can't quite get it, and again picked up by Cooper, who's playing very steadily. I think Alec Ferguson must be very pleased with this man's return. Oh, beautiful break by Dawson. McCoist is inside him. Well, the shot was on. I don't think, even though you saw Jim Leighton scramble towards it, it wasn't going near the post. There's Dawson turning back, getting his right foot to it. About a couple of yards to the right of that right-hand post. McQueen. There's a touchdown. It looked very obvious the way it was going, and it's over. Porteous got in there. Bustling little player. Good move by Aberdeen. You could see that move coming as Stark went up, and there was Faulkner, and he did get his head, but he was rather put off by the presence of that Rangers player in front of him. Just taken by McCoist. There's McPherson. Straight back, though, to Simpson. And Aberdeen are beginning to look as if they're taking command of midfield again. Wanted a 1-2, didn't quite get it. McPherson, all in a fankle. And that doesn't help either. And Walker takes it. It's a corner kick. And no wonder the Rangers defenders are incensed with McPherson's play in that dangerous area outside the penalty area. Totally in two minds. And that was a good save by Walker, speeding it down. Way by Fraser. Cooper does the chasing. So does Porteous. And now McQueen. Willie Miller. Wide on the right. Better play by Aberdeen in getting the ball to Miller, but he did not match it with that cross. Cleese running in the air. McDougall with a chance. Great chance for McDougall. And he's just passed. That was the chance of the match. And Rangers, having looked so compact and controlled in defence, looked extremely fragile there. Well, Rangers were really on the rack. Here's McPherson. Roger Rangers. Cooper. Miller tries to go with them. That's not a bad ball, and Ferguson, one of three men who could easily have made contact there, opted for it first. And Davy Cooper, the source of the trouble again, dragging Willie Miller with them, half turning, and then that excellent ball met by the side of the head by Ferguson. McPherson tries to get there first, but Stark harder in. McClellan. Plays it safe. Very good pace at the back, McClelland. Here's McKimmie. Wilson trying to get in there. And straight through to Walker. Man with a shot, Faulkner. It's had a good second half. He's been going at this Rangers defence. All this coming from McKimmie again. I like the way he goes for the penalty area. And breaking down there to Faulkner. Right past Patterson. Coist just judging these balls through the middle in the air. Aberdeen have really been bustling since they brought Porteous on. It's been looking very good. That's a fine pass. Redford has to go back. Billy Stark. Good ball, and that's nearly there. Great effort by Porteous, the man I mentioned. Porteous, that is Stark, by the way. Porteous, the man who dived in after that. Stark away in the right, an excellent header. Just needed to glance it, and away to the right. Good clearance again, McLeish totally dominating McCoy's in the air. Fraser. Miller should be there. Fraser appealing to the referee. McDonald to Redford. Wide to Cooper. On to Dawson. Goes for the line and a bit of pushing. Free kick. Left. Cooper with the free kick. That's almost there. The goalkeeper did very well indeed as Redford was in on top of it. Swept right across, and we never saw it. Cooper might get this for the second time, and he does. McCoist, and again he puts it straight to the goalkeeper. And Ali McCoist really lacking venom in his finishing. He had one in the first half when he placed it much too methodically. And watch it coming up again. He did have the goal gaping. There he was. What a panicky clearance. Now, manager and assistant manager, I don't know whether they want to play or not. Willie Miller. And the goalkeeper should get that, and I think the whistle in any case has gone rightly for a free kick for the tackling of John McDonald. He's also getting a wigging for it. Up goes McLeish for this. Ali McCoist goes back with them. It's a very crowded Rangers penalty area. The goalkeeper commits himself and saves the Jazzies. For about 30 seconds remaining. This, a very good save by Walker. Only seconds remaining and he had really committed himself. Ali McCoist. McKimmie living a little dangerously, I would have said. Out of the ground, I think, but he won't get that ball back today. actually up there. The Seagull can play with it. It's an interesting looking ball. McKinnon under pressure. What an odd pass to throw. McDonald pulling away, can't bring the ball down. There's a free kick. Rangers with their backs to the wall as Willie Miller picks this one up and Patterson clears to Cooper. That's good play by Cooper. A minute of injury time has now gone. And this might be the last kick of the ball. It isn't even. Walker didn't have time. The referee has blown his whistle. It's always disappointing to have a goalless game, and I may say this game came nowhere near expectations. It was hard. It had the overtones of the cup tie, of course, and there I think was a man of the day, Davy Cooper. He was absolutely brilliant in that first half. He makes it look ridiculously simple, which, of course, it isn't. Shaking the head of a young man who had two clear heading chances and couldn't put it in the way, but in any case, it would have been a liberty if that had happened, because Aberdeen had the upper hand for large stretches of the second half, and Davy Cooper knows he has a fan club all his own.